On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. On the draw is Taylor. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, here's Taylor. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive with Cook, and he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Murray now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Murray's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's the run with Cook. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, a fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Wilson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Rolling to his left. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 40. Seven-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
A give for Taylor running right side. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Second down, another run with Taylor. They find some open field here. Pushes past him, and he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 9. 67 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 8 coming up. To throw is Murray. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Murray going to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Bateman, 32 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Murray now on first down. This is the tight end fan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because
touchdown! Rashad Bateman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run it again with Cook.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Again, it's Cook.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
James Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.